Ladies and gentlemen, the Celtic warrior, Sheamus. No, we're not. Sheamus, earlier tonight, you and Randy Orton were... That's what I do! Work it up!
Good morning, everyone, with the John and Ant Show. John here.
This is Ant. And that was by far my favorite moment of the night. Mark Henry, expert feud starter.
I don't
who
get
needs
it.
no reason
I don't get
to
it.
start anything. He just that's what he does.
That's
he
what
starts
he does.
feuds.
TJ is here. Say hi, TJ.
Hello, everyone.
TJ is going to be a guest on the show, hopefully more often after this. How long have you been into wrestling, TJ?
Oh, God. 20-some odd years?
That's a long time.
That's good stuff.
It is a
That's
long
good
time.
stuff. Good stuff. What part of wrestling did you like? Yeah, like the Attitude Era, stuff like that?
I've never been one for the eras, man. I mean, I love the Attitude Era, don't get me wrong. I was a teenage boy during that time. That shit was fantastic, you know. You could actually go to school and talk about the shit. But as for eras, it makes no difference, man. It's all about writing and story and how it's actually done.
I get you, which is... Actually, well...
It's a breath of
last year-
fresh air.
It is a
because
breath.
it's always
it's a
it's always
breath.
divided.
Yeah.
You know, and I never really understood that, but yeah, it is nice to see that perspective now and then.
It is. But now, we go to a Raw last week. Hot crowd. Matches sucked.
Wait, how crowd?
Hot crowd.
Last week, right?
Yeah,
last
last
week.
week.
Not-
Okay.
No, this
This
week was
week was
horrible.
horrible.
Oh, yes.
It was disgusting. We're from South Carolina. Obviously, South Carolina. That's where Raw was yesterday.
Mhm.
They took a look at previous of what happened on Raw, and we start off with Randy Orton's entrance music. That's how we start off the show now. No, like welcome and stuff like that. Just Randy Orton's theme music.
Yeah, why not? They do it. They've
yeah.
been doing that a lot recently, anyway, with just the random music hit. Didn't Cena pull the same thing
Yeah,
last
he did.
week?
He did.
Yeah, I didn't mind that actually.
No, I
mind
don't.
it.
I don't mind it. It's just
The only difference was last week. I think Cena came out. Did he have a match?
no. He didn't remember. He just
He
he
had a
cut the
promo.
promo.
Yeah,
with
they
Mark
set,
Henry.
they set up the match for later.
So this time, the music started and immediately we're thrown into a match. I actually don't mind that.
I don't mind it
Sometimes
either.
It's nice to have a match start off the night. So.
But just like right away, it's Randy Orton's entrance. No welcome, no anything. You know, just his entrance music.
Right.
No pyro anymore.
Yeah, it's just the way to hook someone in. I mean, that's really all it boils down to. Because you start off with either the announcers, Cole or Lawler
Well, I
or
don't
whoever
mind.
in
I'd
the
rather
ring. People aren't going to tune in for that, especially with the way they've been going with the promos and stuff for 20, 30 minutes at the
Yeah, I
beginning of
know.
Raw.
So we start off with our first match right off the bat: Randy Orton and Sheamus versus The Big Show. And this was okay at best.
It
Yeah,
was definitely better than last week's match.
Oh, yeah,
Between,
yeah.
Where the crowd got so bored that it actually
Oh my
started
god.
chanting everything.
Well, no, I want to talk about the crowd later. First, I liked Randy Orton's DDT from the third rope. I think it was. I thought that was pretty cool. The big bro kick into the RKO, that was cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, it works. That's
It
really
does.
all it boils down
It does.
to.
It works. I hope this ends the feud. I'm sick and tired of seeing Big
That
Show.
would be
It's
nice.
WWE creative, man.
What Mark Henry needs to do is attack all three guys and make this a fatal four-way. I'll just inexplicably attack everybody.
Well,
else.
that has to make Randy Orton go heel then, as we kept hearing over and over again.
Oh my goodness!
But has anyone noticed how he's acting in the ring?
How's he acting?
Pumping up the crowd. Where's this coming from?
Well, he has been doing that lately.
But I get it. He's a baby. He was never this much of a baby face though.
Mhm.
You have that baby face, like pump up the crowd. And go yeah. I'm like,
Well, he actually talks now.
Yeah.
Right?
That too.
There was a few months there where he wouldn't talk, or he would just come out to cut a promo and would just say his name.
see, that's why I don't get. All of a sudden he's pulling the shenanigans of being a baby, like pumping up. You never did that.
Mhm.
You didn't say much, quiet, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, come on, choose, yeah.
He's probably just trying to like separate himself from the way he reacted last week to those chants.
Nah,
Because
no.
those chants, he did not look pleased at all.
No, he didn't.
Um,
Obviously, he said on Twitter, or even Sheamus, did anyone notice my match? Well, no, because everyone was focused on the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's going to happen, though, with the post-WrestleMania crowd.
Oh, of
man. I mean,
course.
it's just the way they are.
But see, that's what I was trying to like. Is it New Jersey itself, or is it people from all over the country doing that?
all over the world.
all
yeah,
over the
because I
world.
wasn't at Raw the next night. I was at Mania. and I had Brits in front of me, and they were going wild the whole show.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just a quick note. What did you think of Mania? Real quick.
It was pretty good. Punk and Taker stole the show by
Okay.
far.
Because I know a lot of people don't like the show. Worst WrestleMania ever. Worse than 9.
The setting sucked because
It
from
did.
where I was, I had a giant pole in the middle of the ring,
Oh,
so I could
nice.
see the left and the right, and a giant pole in the middle. So anytime they were locked up in the center, nothing. I had to go look at the screens.
Wow, that's how we felt pretty much.
No, we had no poles in our way.
But where were you?
we were on the moon.
We were on the moon.
Oh, see, I was 19, row 19, off on the side of the bridge.
Oh, yeah, you were on the
So I was
opposite
right by
side.
the pyro. Yeah.
You
Oh,
were on
that's
the-
actually where we were.
that's where we were.
Like
Yeah.
opposite side, probably.
What, through
How
like-
hot was the Undertaker's pyro?
It was ridiculous, man.
It was nice though, because it was pretty cold.
Yeah,
We
they
saw
did
it.
start getting chilly there
Yeah.
for a bit. Yeah.
I think we were 344. Section 344. I don't know where
I
you guys
was 309.
were. Oh, you weren't that. You were on, like I said,
Yeah.
probably opposite side. That's all.
Yeah.
So, no, I just want to get your perspective on WrestleMania. Like I said, a lot of people have different views of it. I liked it. It was.
It was okay. I mean, a lot of things that could have happened that they did on Raw the next night could have happened at Mania, and it would have
Oh, of
felt
course.
bigger than it was.
And I also
mean-
I also knew Ziggler wasn't going to cash.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I guess after the tag match and everything,
Yeah.
it really didn't make sense. But still, the booking was ridiculous too, and then they cut everything from
I
the
know,
show. I
they
mean, there
did.
was nothing.
Yeah.
There was. It was just match, no promo, match,
Match,
no
yeah.
promo, Hall of Famers, match. You know, and what also bugged me about it, you got hit with 3 main events right away.
Yeah,
Like, I felt bad for Rhodes and all them.
yeah,
'cause
for getting
they-
bumped. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
why
was,
not throw a match in there and give us a bit, you know, a time to breathe? Because it went from right after Punk and Undertaker, Triple H, and Lesnar, which is good, but the crowd was dead.
Yeah, but they tied up a lot of the. They wrapped up the show at what, like 11 o'clock
Yeah.
on the dot.
It was, yeah.
There was like no overrun.
They really rushed it.
And I just
I don't know
want
if the crowd was dead for those matches. It
was-
was dead for the Triple H Brock Lesnar match.
it was.
To a degree. I mean,
Punk-
I guess depending on where you were in the crowd, because
Yeah.
my section I had people chanting throughout the thing or
Exactly.
whatever.
Where we were.
We had Punk Undertaker chants, and then
Yeah.
we did have Let's Go
Yes.
Cena, Cena sucks chants.
2 girls
so-
were very annoying. Oh.
Cena fans?
No, not even.
Oh.
Just faces.
face.
That's the way to
Oh.
describe them. They're faces.
Faces. So, I just want to, and one more question. What was better, Cena Rock 1 or Cena Rock 2?
Cena Rock won, but I was partial to the ending.
Oh, you didn't like the ending, huh? No, I don't think I liked it.
I know. I in the whole little bromance thing at the end of it just killed me this
Oh.
time around. I couldn't. I'd rather just watch The Rock celebrate and be an asshole after taking
No,
out
I get
Cena.
it.
You know,
I get it.
he's tiring. And then that little heel turn thing last week.
Well, with,
When he was cutting his promo and he's like, "Oh, maybe a little heel turn."
Oh,
and he stuck
yeah.
out
Oh,
his,
yeah.
oh, come on,
That was
man.
amazing.
Like,
I try to
Oh.
forget about that. But I thought the one at WrestleMania was better than last year's.
Yeah.
Like way better. You know, it just how many rest holds were in the first one?
yeah, that's
He
true.
and didn't you say he fell asleep? He took a nap.
Oh, yeah, The Rock took a nap.
At one point, I think it was in a sleeper hold.
No, it was a
Or the
STF.
STF. You could see the Rock fall asleep. He's taking a
Oh,
little
I
nap.
just love saying that. He's selling the move. He's just selling the move, but I just love saying that he took a nap during the match.
Well, he could have. He still beat Cena
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
so whatever. I mean,
He's
it
still-
works for the ending.
Exactly.
But back to Raw. Next we have the 3-man band.
The 3-man
The
band
promo.
is here to stay, and they are going to be the ones to take. I almost freaked out because I've been saying for months now that the 3-man band is going to be the one to take out the Shield.
He's nuts. Don't mind him.
And
No, that's not.
they
gonna
went
happen.
out. They
There's
went
no
out.
way that'll happen.
They're going to have a heel turn. No, a face turn.
Don't mind him.
They're going to hit a winning streak, and then they're going to take out the Shield.
Okay.
But then Brock Lesnar had to ruin everything.
Okay, the only thing that made
I just want to say that Jinder Mahal is the most
just-
charismatic superstar in the history of the WWE.
He's just depressing to look at his colleague.
First of
I
all,
mean, really.
the stare he gave to was it Matt Striker?
That was
who
great.
It was amazing.
Did you just
It was
the stare?
so intimidating.
It was.
And then when he said "baby" at the end of his promo, I just
started to laugh.
I wanted to invite everyone
I'm like-
over and just give people free hugs. It was
Wow,
just-
well, you are a great man,
it
and
was phenomenal.
man.
And they called out Brock Lesnar.
I did it.
No,
The only
Shield,
one I-
no fear.
The only one I liked was Drew McIntyre.
I liked all three of them,
He was so into it.
but it just shows me
They're
that
all ridiculous.
They
at
are
this point. I mean,
ridiculous.
really, it's the Job Squad, Goon Squad, whatever.
I don't know what
They're
you're
essentially at this point. It's essentially comedy.
they're
just for
they're
the kids.
legends. They're legends.
They're legends.
And-
yeah.
And
Like I said, don't mind him.
Hey, Vince McMahon here.
But-
yeah. Drew McIntyre, next world
Yes,
heavyweight
world
champion.
yes, the chosen
Well, look
one.
at that. Now you're in. Can't even call it a stable because it's not.
It's not. It's
sort of
it's
a
to a
stable.
whole new
It's a
level.
joke squad.
How dare
It's sort
you.
of a faction if you,
You
want to
could
call
put
it that.
Santino in there and he would fit right in.
No,
You know,
he would not
once-
be. He's not.
Well, wait, he does play the trombone.
no,
right?
that's not. That doesn't belong in a band.
Just make it a ska band.
No, it's all about air guitaring.
I forgot he plays the trombone.
Yeah, they have no drummer. What kind of crappy band
I know.
has no drummer?
No, Jinder Mahal plays the
Ginger
drums.
plays the drums.
Oh,
He just alternates.
I
I
must
think
He
Drew
alternates
plays
the
bass and he plays whatever.
Why are you laughing? You know this is all true. This is all legitimate.
Why are we talking about this?
Because Brock Lesnar comes out.
Yes.
He's jealous because he doesn't know how to air
How is
guitar
he
the right
jealous?
way.
He's pissed.
Yes, he's pissed off because he tries air guitaring and he can't do it the right way. He's not as good as the 3MB is, and he does something very uncalled for and attacks
I loved
the 3M.
it. Heath
the 3
Slater
man.
ate it, but we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, beats up Drew and he beats up Jinder.
And it's a shame because if Brock Lesnar hadn't come out, the Shield problem would have been solved right then and there.
Yeah, right.
Shield are going to be around for a long, long time, man.
Yes. So Drew Lesnar gets a hold of Jinder and Drew beats them up, and then Heath Slater's on. He's like, oh boy, he
He's got
runs.
an F5 on
and,
the barricade.
And now, how quick's Lesnar?
Well, he's always been pretty quick for a big guy.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
always
you
been
have
a
to be. I
quick-
mean,
quick
really,
guy,
he
yeah.
was a UFC champion.
Exactly.
I don't understand. I was just
Exactly.
shocked how quick he got out of the ring and stopped Slater,
Mm-hmm.
and then just gave him two F5s on the barricade. I was like,
Yes.
eat it, Slater.
They're gonna come back better than ever.
Stop it.
Ugh. They will be back next week.
Yeah.
Just to ruin the
And
show.
they will dominate the WWE once they come back.
You
Don't
know what? If they're
mind.
going to feud with the Shield, then they'd have to come out next week. Right? They can take the place of Hell No and
Yes.
Taker.
Yes, yeah, no, that's what's gonna happen next week. During that 6-man tag match, the 3MB
Crazy
is going to
theory
come
of the
out.
week.
Yeah, crazy.
The
theory of
3MB
the
is going to
week.
come out and lay out everybody.
Don't like I said. Don't mind him. Okay.
And they're going to injure Undertaker to the point where they have to wait. Undertaker is going to have to take a hiatus and return
Of course, he's gonna take a hiatus.
because of 3MB. And then he's going to make his
the
return.
3MB's really gonna beat him up.
WrestleMania
no.
30, Undertaker versus 3MB, the streak will end. And you all will be in shock.
Ant-Man, you're fired.
With Fandango as special guest referee.
Stop it!
That was depressing, too.
And we'll get.
man.
Hold on.
Yeah, he
we'll get
wants to
that in a
save
bit.
it.
We'll
He
get
wants to save
that.
it.
Oh, okay.
So a promo cut by
Yeah,
for a
Paul-
second I think that well no Paul Heyman was there, he just appeared out of nowhere,
Yeah, right.
and then,
But he came running down the ramp.
yeah he did.
Oh, he thought Lesnar was going to kill someone.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You
You know,
have
have
to
to
stop him.
protect people.
He's
Yeah,
always-
exactly.
He's always there to stop Brock, that's
it.
enough.
Stop it. That's enough. But he's his client, and he has to, he has
Exactly.
to calm him down.
Exactly.
So Paul Heyman cuts his usual promo, which is always good.
Right.
He's always been a good promo cutter.
Mhm.
That's why Lesnar doesn't speak.
Right.
It doesn't have
He
to.
doesn't have
yeah.
to. He just stares. We get an Extreme Rules challenge.
And then we
which-
get the greatest news ever. The
Still
Brock
kid match.
Lesnar Triple H feud will continue.
match 3, which will probably be a steel cage match, which most likely will be, unless things change.
Which Triple H will win.
I don't
Unless
know.
they're going to keep dragging this out.
I gotta give this one to Brock though. I think Brock would win this one just because it's a cage and it's his environment.
I think it depends on how long he's going to stay around for.
Well, remember,
What kind of contract he signed, how many dates he signed
Right.
for. I mean, that's really what it boils down to.
I think his first year just signed. Now he starts his other 2-year contract.
Right, but it was still for a restricted amount
I
of
know.
dates.
I get
so-
what you're saying. It is interesting what they're gonna do.
This one's up in the air because Triple H does have his WrestleMania victory. I figure that's
That really all that matters
that's
to him.
there to his feed his ego a
So
bit.
maybe after Brock, Brock and Triple H and maybe go after
Oh,
Cena.
man, yeah. I don't even know.
Because
maybe.
like I said on yesterday's show, we have the burial set for Ryback. It's set. We're ready to bury him because any big guy who goes up against Cena loses,
Yeah.
and they get buried.
Yeah.
So
Well.
it's
I mean, the only good thing about that is Cena's not exactly young anymore. And the guy is a workhorse. For what he is. He's gonna need time off. That's how many years now? 10 he's been around.
About,
He
yeah.
hasn't been
10
injured
years
in...
strong.
That's right.
Yeah, but he hasn't
Shit.
had like a massive injury in a ridiculous amount of time.
No, you're right.
You gotta give the guy time off. I mean, look at how beat up Punk is.
Yeah, he's taking time off. As I read that just a little while ago that it said he's gonna take some time off. He's not even doing the England shows.
Ugh, that's
So-
depressing. That crowd would eat it up.
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
They would. But he's banged up. You know. Yeah. That's the person I give a break right now. He's another workhorse, just like Cesaro. I get to him in a little bit later. Actually, it's right now. Actually, next Ryback will explain why he attacked Cena and stuff like that. Is that after the Cesaro match?
When Ryback,
I believe
explained
it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was much later. Well, not much later.
No,
So,
I think
it
it was
was
like
later.
10 o'clock at the cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we get
Okay.
for the U.S. title match out of nowhere, Kofi Kingston versus Cesaro.
Not out of nowhere, because
It's out of nowhere.
we did have a Kofi Kingston victory over Cesaro on SmackDown.
Oh.
That was out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere.
What
No,
did
I
you-
don't even remember that match, so that's how memorable it was.
Yeah.
And I like
It, was,
Cesaro.
it wasn't a very
I
memorable
love-
match.
I love
This was
Cesaro.
by far much better than the SmackDown match.
Oh, by
Oh, no, it was weird.
match of the night. But why did Jobber Kofi wins? Are you kidding me?
They got to give the title to the guy. I mean, really, when it boils, the guy sells the merch. People do enjoy him.
Now what do you do with Cesaro? He's your workhorse.
Well, supposedly, they were calling up Ono. So hopefully, we see a return of some actual tag team wrestling.
As we all know who that is. I'm not going to mention it because you don't know. I'm going to say Claudio and...
I don't know who those are.
Chris Hero, yes.
I don't know who those two people are.
Okay.
I hear they look a lot like Antonio Cesaro and Cassius Ono.
Very similar. Very similar.
Very similar wrestling styles.
But
too.
hopefully that does. This was the match of the night by far.
Yeah.
It was. I loved it. Great back and forth action, which I like. I did like Cesaro's when he tossed up Kofi and hit him with the European uppercut. I love that.
Yeah, there were a lot of good spots.
Yeah, that's always fun to see.
I love that.
And-
I love
and
when he does that.
And it goes to show that Kofi can do more than just job.
Exactly. He can actually wrestle.
He has.
No, he can go. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy was trained.
He's already
great,
had some
but-
great matches. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's been in the WWE years. So how many titles has he ever been out of the mid card? He had
No.
the one run. I think he got
Yeah.
close to the WWE or the heavyweight
That
title.
was, yeah. I think
that
when
was
he
it.
feuded with Randy Orton.
Uh-huh.
When he poured the orange paint on his
yes,
car.
yes.
And that was it.
Yeah,
he never
that was.
feuded with another top star again.
No.
It's always been mid card for him. Which is why I hope Cesaro is done with the mid card and actually goes after the Ziggler or Cena. But I don't want that to happen because he'll just get buried. So,
Well, he could go up against Ziggler, but
which would be nice.
it would be nice and it would be great matches. But then you're also, which one's going to be the face? I mean, really, how long has it been since we've seen a heel versus heel for a title?
Well, I think Ziggler would be the heel. I
No,
believe it, yeah,
I think Cesaro would be the heel. I mean, Cesaro never
Well,
gets.
Ziggler's supposed to be the heel anyway, you know. But everyone's cheering. I understand Smart's cheering him. I cheer him as well. But almost he's supposed to be a heel and everyone's cheering him. So how do you go from?
Yeah, but you have the same thing with Punk. I mean,
He's supposed to be a heel as well.
really, Punk was stealing the art and stuff. The guy's still getting chance.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
and he always will.
yeah, you
You'll
can't do
always-
it.
You'll have the Smart fans, and you'll have the face fans, and you'll have like the real fans.
Yeah,
I'm a Smart, Ant-Man. We're all Smarks, but we're gonna cheer who we want and not bitch and complain about it.
true.
Smarks complain about everything. Oh, this is not right. This is this. This is that. Why
My,
are you
my
doing
favorite
this?
my favorite WrestleMania sign was if Cena wins. You know how most people say
Yeah,
if
Cena wins.
you're
Right.
It was me. It was
It
if
was
Cena
ECW
wins.
pay-per-view.
No, this was at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Said
what?
if Cena wins, we complain on the internet.
See, my favorite sign was the one with the woman with the cheating husband.
Oh,
in the
that was a
crowd.
good
Oh,
one.
just
yes,
made me
I
laugh.
did see that
laughed
too.
my
I
ass
saw that
off
one.
at
That was a good one.
That was.
Great match. Great match. Next we get. For some odd mysterious reason, they showed the whole thing of Ziggler cashing the Money in the Bank. Didn't understand
It's
that.
WWE. They need to pad the runtime. It's 3 hours. What, you think you expect longer matches? No. You get longer promos and more
Yeah, I know.
recaps.
Yes.
which is ridiculous, but
Which
really,
by
I can
now,
watch SmackDown and what? I get the same recaps from Raw, but they're
Exactly.
condensed because I get longer matches on SmackDown.
speaking of which, by this time on Raw, we've already seen the John Cena promo. Twice?
yeah, I think so.
Once? Well, at least once. At least once.
I think it's twice. Yeah,
Was it
I
twice?
think it was twice. Yeah.
So we see Big E butt cheeks and Ziggler walking backstage as they come to the ring. Now, did you see what Dolph Ziggler did again?
What did he
Did
do?
anybody miss it?
This
The
I
guy
must
was
have missed
walking.
it.
The guy was walking by.
Oh, did he knock somebody?
He knocked the papers out of the guy's
He did
head
it
again.
again,
I'm
yeah.
like, you're such a dick. I love it. I love it.
No, I want Big E
'Cause I-
to tit
'cause I
slap
put-
AJ again.
Oh goodness.
Because that was funny.
Right?
That was funny. But I see like papers flying in the air, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta go back. If I rewind it, and all of a sudden there's Ziggler, guy walking by, and he laughs. I'm like, that's awesome. I don't know how anyone missed that. I guess it just happened so quickly.
Yeah.
But that's I love when Ziggler does. He does it now. It seems like it's every single time because he did it before. As we caught it once.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I guess he's doing it now to everyone who walks by. I have a piece of paper. It's just don't. Let me just say something. If you're walking by Ziggler and you're carrying something, stay away. Just stay away. Next, we get Ziggler's cuts a promo in the ring. You know what I've noticed though? Ziggler, it's like HBK and Diesel almost. In a way.
With Biggie Langston
Yeah.
as Diesel.
Yeah.
I mean, Biggie butt cheeks is not as tall, but look at this. It's almost you have the bodyguard, Dolph Ziggler being HBK, and you have AJ Lee just being there.
Well, it's not a bad analogy. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say she's like Sherry, or what's her name? Yeah,
Sensational shit.
Sensational Sherry, yeah.
that could be her. You know, it works
I think she's a crazier Miss Elizabeth.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but no one can ever replace her because Elizabeth was hot,
So is AJ.
and AJ is hot too. But
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of AJ.
No, I would tear that poor girl apart.
I know. I kind of figured that. I think half of the Smarks would, because that's their geek girl.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's
Except I'm
the-
an actual geek, so
No, that's
it's okay.
fine. No, that's fine.
I can take
That's
the credit
fine. No,
for it. I'm
that's
okay.
Cool. That's great. For some odd mysterious reason, we get Del Rio versus Ziggler. That never happens. That's before
That's
Vicky.
not an odd, mysterious reason. He wants his rematch clause.
Nah, you have a bad leg. Why would you even
But he
go?
still
But
wants
he
his
wants to be
rematch
a
clause.
fighting champion.
Oh,
man.
fighting
The
champ.
faces are always fighting champions.
Yeah. And
Well, the greatest
heels
thing
are always
greatest
cowards.
thing happened.
Exactly.
Greatest thing
Yeah.
happened when
Who can't win without cheating?
Yeah.
yes, Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger came out and saved this. Thank God. We the
Still
people.
one of my favorite
Same
gimmicks,
I love
man.
it. Yeah, they came out and beat up Del Rio.
Oh, save
Yeah,
by beating
yeah,
up Del Rio.
yeah, they
He
Okay.
said, Zeb called Ziggler on saying he would never have gotten the title.
Yes, and he's true. It's correct. Zeb Coulter is 100% correct. If it wasn't for Swagger, Dolph Ziggler wouldn't be champion.
Yeah, but that happens every time someone cashes in on
Of
Money
course.
in the Bank.
But see, that's why Jack Swagger's an idiot, because he should be champion.
Yeah, well, guess what? Don't get arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
he
simple.
could have been, and it would have drawn great heat for the company. It would have been fantastic.
Of
Because
course.
that whole Tea Party crazy Republican angle is fantastic.
Oh, it's
It
great.
is.
Love it.
I love it. Not many fans of WrestleMania behind us liked it, but we were rooting for We the People.
Yeah, we the people.
No, I don't care if you cheer for it or not. That makes no difference to me. Don't get me wrong, but
It's a bit. It's how can I put it? It's more than just a generic "the fans don't matter" thing.
no, it's a
No.
fun gimmick.
It
It's
is.
exactly what it
Absolutely.
is. It's something topical, albeit 2 years, 3 years too late,
Yeah,
but topical enough for how wrestling works.
exactly.
Wrestling's always behind the curve of society, except for times when they bring in Snooki to wrestle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hey, by the way, there's Ziggler on his shirt.
Yeah, he's like one of the only guys left on this damn thing.
Let's see who's not in the company.
Yes, TJ's got a shirt with Raw from a few years ago.
About 8
Kenny
years ago.
Dykstra,
Yeah.
he's gone.
That's
John
Carlino.
Morrison.
Well,
HBK's not.
let's mention the ones who are still there. We got Kane and Randy Orton, part-timer Triple H,
Part-timer Triple H.
John Cena,
C-Nation.
and Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep, that is absolutely everyone.
Wow.
Right? It's depressing.
It is depressing. You
And
should.
what? Only one of them's retired? Oh, Kane's on here too.
Yeah.
Kane's there. Kane's there. You
Can't
should,
forget
you should
Kane.
get like an X and just like X everyone out of that era. 'Cause that's like 2006.
Yeah, at least.
That about, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about 2006. Because Kenny Dykstra was supposed to be the main guy at one point.
Yeah, that turned out
Where's he
well.
now?
Yes.
Where's
Who
he
knows?
now?
Didn't one of the other guys end up in ROH though? Right,
think
Mondo.
Mikey,
Mike
Yeah,
Mondo.
he hasn't had a bad run down there.
No, it's well now we call Ring of Honor Ring of Poopy.
I haven't caught it in so long, I don't even know.
All I know is Jay Briscoe's their World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I caught that. That's about it. Yeah.
He beat Kevin Steen, and Kevin Steen's out of scum. But this is not ROH we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is Raw. After that, we get to break, and we see Del Rio in the back. Oh my leg! And
Well, yeah, he put the Patriot lock on Jack Swagger on
loved it.
Alberto Del
I
Rio.
loved every minute of that. I was like, eat it, Del Rio, eat it. But what I wanted to see was a one-on-one match at Extreme Rules, and get Ziggler someone else to feud with.
Well, they could have been.
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen. I mean,
But I hope at Extreme Rules this all ends. Swagger and Del Rio still feud, and there's something new for Ziggler.
that would be the hope. It probably won't happen. It'll probably happen that one of them will get close, almost pull it off, and something will happen, and then Ziggler and Del Rio or someone will go at it.
Yeah, I get
Probably Ziggler and Del Rio, because they're going to want to keep Del Rio in the main event.
Yeah.
Next we got primetime players.
Here we go.
TP, millions of dollars.
This
millions
is
of dollars.
my match of the night because we got Titus O'Neil's barking.
Hurr, hurr, hurr.
It was amazing as always,
And,
but they lost.
And the Black John Cena.
Well, yes, Darren Young.
Darren Young?
Darren Young. It's just like every other match between Team Hell No and the
Yes.
Primetime Players.
Alright.
Kane chokeslams Darren Young. Darren Young takes the pin.
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil. Has he ever taken a pin?
I don't think so.
He's always outside, and Darren
Not
Young's
that I
always
can
on.
recall, yeah.
And at this time, Daniel Bryan hit the diving headbutt.
Again.
That's how we won. And then we get a recap. We get a nice announcement, a nice surprise for next week on Raw. The Undertaker will be in action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I want to know when the last time he actually wrestled on a Raw.
I've been looking very. I cannot for the life of me find when was the last time he wrestled on Raw. I know the last time he wrestled on SmackDown was against Chris Jericho.
TJ, you have any
2010.
idea?
I have no clue. It's got to be God.
Many years ago.
Yeah,
many
okay.
years
His
ago.
last-
At least 6.
Yeah, his last. I'll call it a full-time feud because he's there for a bunch of months,
Yeah.
not just leading up to WrestleMania. Last full-time feud was against Kane.
20?
No. I'm talking about a feud.
Oh, I get it. I get it. It's fault. Oh, I get it.
Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, and then bragging rights. Kane won all 3 of those matches. This is when Kane was World Heavyweight Champion. This was the
what
last
year?
feud. This was 2010.
Really?
Yeah, it's been that
Seems
long.
like it seems so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess right in wrestling time that would seem much
It
longer.
does. You have that.
and it
Well, because it's on every week.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
really.
and it throws you off because you kind of forget. Even though Undertaker was at this point a regular on the SmackDown roster, he still did have kind of sort of a part-time schedule. He wasn't there all the time. So it's really tough to keep track of when his last match on anything was. But
Good point.
It is good to see him. It's going to be nice to see him on Raw again. Let's
Oh, of
put it that
course.
way.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
But now
For
he's...
what, the one-off?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
he really going to come back and feud? I would love to see it.
'Cause, yeah.
I would love to see the Shield take them out like they've taken out everyone
They should.
else.
They should. They put the
Exactly.
Shield over.
And this is
well, they're over anyway.
They're over
really,
right now.
You've
Absolutely.
killed Superman. You've killed
They
Cyborg.
beat the Super Friends.
They beat the
Yeah,
Super
pretty
Friends.
much.
and the other one referred to as the Superhero Squad, and Shield has come out on top every time.
and always
An
looked
impressive
great
fraction,
doing
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, definitely. At one point, like when Cena, they were like he would be, Superman,
Yeah.
but it was still Super Friends. You just add Big Show, he's the Hulk.
Once
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
once they beat the team of Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback, we were a little relieved because we felt that would be the burial. We felt like this is the match.
yeah.
This is the match which can make the Shield Nexus, but they avoided that. They're allowing Shield to rack up these victories. It's gonna be interesting to see. I see Daniel Bryan eating the pin next week.
Oh, of course. It really well. Imagine,
And
imagine how the
it's
match
it's
goes.
good because this is the first time in a while where Undertaker seems healthy after a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Punk Taker match wasn't
Yeah.
ridiculously physical.
It wasn't
I mean,
brutal. There wasn't any spot with Undertaker jumping over the ropes and landing on his
Yeah, it
face.
wasn't.
He
No,
couldn't
wasn't-
jump anyway.
No, hip surgery will do that to you.
No.
I mean, the guy is what, 50 something, late 40s.
Well, he's
Right.
kind of fat now.
I think he's cracked the 50s already. Actually.
Yeah, I think he's like
Yeah.
52.
But yeah, this is a much. Yeah, Punk seems to be a safe guy to work with.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
As of right now, I have no knowledge of anyone he's injured. So Undertaker does have a little extra gas left in the tank after WrestleMania. So yeah, I'm happy
48.
we get a match.
Oh, okay, so late 40s.
He's getting
yeah.
up there. Yeah.
He's getting up there.
Well, he's already up there. He's just getting closer to 50.
I think once he reaches 50, he's done.
I expected Shield to come out after this
Yes.
to attack
And nothing.
Team Hell No, but nothing. And we find out later that they were saving Shield for something else.
Yes.
Uh,
Next,
Good.
we get the Ryback promo.
Hmm.
I loved it. I absolutely loved this promo.
what
Oh,
did
no,
you-
Ryback's great. That was great on the mic. It was gold last night.
Mm.
It really was, but...
Well, the backstage interview.
Oh, yeah.
I love that because it was like a new, like he's never done this before. He's never spoke on the mic or actually cut a promo.
He's
He
done
did
it
the
on
one
main,
time.
on main event.
Yeah.
He's done it on main event. And on SmackDown, I think he had one, but not a long one.
This
There
was
was
No,
They
it
never
was
very
short
long.
and he sounded gassed, and it was just like, feed me more or I'll have more
Yeah.
or something like that.
this
yeah.
was like a good 5-minute promo that he cut, which was
Yeah, it was longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
and it was I was afraid, and then it come through my TV and just like just start beating me up, you know. But this was a great promo from him.
Oh, yeah. He's not bad.
Oh, he's
I mean,
definitely
the guy's not at all. But, Cena now, I mean,
I know
really,
you're
that's
gonna-
not going to end well for
Yeah,
him
so
or
Like
his
at the
position.
burial
Yeah.
is set.
Yeah.
we have
What
the
did I
great-
tell you? I told you that when Mark Henry fell on Ryback's head, it helped him remember all the stuff that had been wrong
Ah,
with him. Okay, he totally forgot about everything. It's awakened him, and now he's going after the right people.
which is sad. Burial's right here, Ryback. I'm sorry to say.
Yes, and
But
Ryback's Ryback's promo about him crying about how we wanted Cena's help. Yo, somebody get Ryback a wambulance. Why don't we get
Really?
a
You're gonna go
wambulance,
there?
man?
You're gonna
between
go there?
Cena and Ryback.
Oh yeah, where was Cena when Ryback was getting attacked, huh?
Hey,
Huh?
you know what?
He was
it's not
busy.
Cena. It's not
He
Cena's
was
response.
busy.
He was busy granting
Designing
wishes.
a new shirt.
He
I
was
love
busy
that.
granting wishes. Okay,
No,
that's
he's
what he was
designing
doing.
a new shirt.
Ryback, he's the one asking,
Well,
"Feed
he has
me
to
more."
figure out a new color. I mean, really,
Yes.
there's only so many colors.
Exactly. And Ryback keeps saying, "Feed me more" when he's already got 3 people on his plate. So why don't you just take what you
hope
have?
Cena takes care
Take
of him.
what
I hope
you have,
Ryback
okay?
takes care of him.
And you just you're still crying about, "Oh, you eliminated me in the Royal Rumble."
Oh my God, it starts.
That
off
was
with
the
you.
worst decision they made.
It was amazing. It
That
was
ruined the
hilarious.
Rumble, man.
It did.
Ryback should have just taken it. Just go. Cena don't need it. Been
No.
around long enough.
He doesn't.
What, he needs to crack Ric Flair's titles?
That's why if they do that, I'll be annoyed.
I could see it happening.
I
I mean, I don't even
I
think
would
Triple
love for
H
it to
has the
happen.
balls to do it, and Triple H is, as we all know, a glory hog.
Of course.
But I don't think even he would really try and book himself that way.
No.
Right.
No, because he respects
Absolutely
the
not.
business enough. Let it stand. No big deal.
That's why I like Punk as the 434-day running champion. It was nice to see.
Oh, yeah, it was
one's-
great.
No one's done this before. He took it out. Well, people have done it before, but not in this era.
Not in a while. It's been a long time.
It's
Yeah,
been a
it's
long
been
time since anyone's held the
20
title for that long.
years.
Which, like I said, was different. He beat Cena. He beat pretty much everyone except for The Rock. You know?
Yeah, well.
It was a good run. I liked it.
Gotta make the
Now the
movie
Rock-
star happy.
And The Rock took the ball and went home. So,
What else is new?
he walked out just like Stone
Do I
Cold.
need to call the ambulance for you too? God, get over it.
No,
it's not like
he
he's.
took-
It's not like he's a
he
full time
went
wrestler
home.
anyway.
Hey,
I'm not
it's
saying you're
okay.
wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
No, it's bull
Jeez.
crap.
No,
Because
no.
if Stone Cold can, if people want to bitch and complain about Stone Cold walking out into business,
Mhm.
the year when he wanted to drop it to when he's supposed to, I guess
Lose
it
to
was
Lesnar.
Yeah, it was he's
Yeah.
supposed to lose Lesnar. He walked out. Why didn't people bitch and complain about The Rock walking out?
People are just picky and they pick and choose. They pick and choose. So they'll give somebody
Sometimes,
a pass,
yeah.
and
Oh,
they'll treat somebody
hurt,
else
I
like
hurt myself.
garbage.
No, you didn't. How do you hurt yourself on an attitude adjustment? Are
Well,
you kidding me?
Well, okay, well,
It's a fireman's carry.
have you ever taken a fireman's carry?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
After being on steroids?
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
do it.
Steroids actually does break down your body faster than it should break down.
Well, now
So-
that's the rumor now that Carlito has said Rock does
Well,
steroids.
it makes sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
well,
I mean, for The
Look how
Rock,
jacked the guy is.
he got this big in his
I know.
40s. I mean, he's past his prime already. It's unbelievable.
Oh, Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
nice and easy.
That's why I always say, Hollywood doesn't test for drugs.
No, they don't give a shit.
So, I mean,
course
if Rock
not.
wants to use roids, he can. So,
But like I said, great Ryback promo. We get another recap of Lesnar and
yep.
them destroying
Because,
3MB.
in case you didn't see
In
it.
case you didn't see it.
Yes.
And-
It's not enough that it's going to be on their YouTube channel or that it'll be
Hulu.
showed again.
Or it'll be on SmackDown and main event
Yes.
and
Superstars.
yeah, whatever else
Exactly.
they have.
They have to show it
Hell,
again.
it'll probably be on NXT.
Yeah, most likely.
It didn't even serve a purpose. I would have understood it if they showed it, and then the next thing they show was Heath Slater on a stretcher or something.
Yes.
But nothing. They just showed the recap. And
Slater 80.
No,
Say it
you know what
again.
Heath Slater did after that? He got up, and he was just fine.
What, he played a little air guitar after that?
Yeah, he did.
Ridiculous. Next, we got R-Truth versus Wade Barrett. Sucked.
Another match that threw me off.
Makes no sense. Makes no
I
sense
had a
at
feeling
all.
actually when they set this match up, because I actually did tell you. At one point you asked me, well, who does Barrett drop the title to? And I said, well, the only one right now probably be R-Truth. And although it sounded silly, I just didn't want it to be The Miz.
No, it's itself.
It seemed like it might be R-Truth.
On this Raw, no Miz.
Yes, this is why I actually make this I count this as a good episode of Raw, because there was no Miz.
Miz isn't bad, man.
No, he's the worst. He's trash.
He's
Oh,
not.
he's
Not
garbage.
horrible in the ring.
Yes, he is. He injures
No.
people. He's
Okay,
terrible on the mic.
Yeah, he's not terribly safe in the ring, but he's not a horrible wrestler.
No, he
Granted,
is.
he can't
Stupid
put a figure
spots.
4 on for
No,
the
he
life
can't.
of him. I
How long he's been doing that? And he does the stupid head bob when he does it. I'm like, I hope you give yourself a concussion doing that. And that you're out for months.
he wants to look like Flair.
It's-
I mean, that's what
it's
they want him to do.
Awful. Why doesn't he just get this? If he can't do the figure 4 leg lock right, why doesn't he just take Flair's other spot where he climbs the rope and somebody throws him off? I'm sure you can do that right.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
likely.
I hope. Well, no, I don't hope. Maybe he botches it.
I'd say
Dislocates his
His
shoulder.
other thing would be blading himself, but he can't blade it anymore,
That's
so
right,
he can't
yeah.
bleed, so he can't do that.
So the only other spot he can have is to climb the turnbuckle and get
And also,
there.
I saw Dusty Rhodes from a distance at Access. Oh my, his forehead looks horrible.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Oh my god, it's just scars all over
Well,
the place.
they all do. Look at any time Flair comes out with his receding
I know.
hairline
Oh,
now.
my
Or
goodness, yeah.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan looks
They're all
ridiculous.
bashed up.
But actually, for what Hogan looks like now, it's not that bad.
Not as bad as other ones.
Well, it's nice when you don't have to job that often, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
Before, back to the match, this did throw me off. R-Truth winning. Don't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, it made no sense, really.
It's just trying to get the title off Barrett, I suppose.
Yeah, but he just won it back!
No, they're just going to
So,
try and start a
why-
feud and drag it out for another 2-3 months.
Yeah.
That's really
I mean,
what
think about it.
is.
Shouldn't Miz be getting another title shot? He just lost it.
Yeah.
Where's his rematch?
Yeah, where's
thing?
his rematch thing?
Yeah.
Cause whatever you want to call
If
it.
they're just forgetting about it, good.
Yes, awesome.
But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Archer's got the title. I really would.
He listened to us.
Oh.
As we tell the Miz to go home,
Mhm.
he went home.
No, well, I'm afraid he might show up on main event. So
Hey, he went
I'm
home.
sure he will. Maybe he'll just color commentate, though. That'll be nice.
No, I either want Brad Max back in commentary or Daniel Bryan back in commentary.
they were really good.
Really good on commentary.
Yeah. Daniel
was
Bryan was
great.
funny.
I don't. Do you watch that in Morning Slam?
No.
Well, I'll send you the clip of it, but there's Daniel Bryan's doing commentary. He talks about bears the whole time. Bears, and that's just it.
Well, Bears is a very good subject.
What do you do? Turn into Grizzly Redwood for a moment? The
The
beard's starting to get confused?
I think so. Anyways, he puts his arm in a bear hug and he just went crazy. He's got him in a bear hug! Oh my god! So, we'll send you the clip.
Daniel Bryan's hilarious.
Oh, he is. He definitely is. Next we get a promo in the back from Brad Maddox and Vicky Guerrero. Teddy Long, I guess, is now in charge when Booker T's not there and makes matches. And we get Swagger versus Ziggler later. And it's funny how Vicky told Brad to go tell Ziggler and Swagger. I guess he's the
errand boy.
He's the errand. Okay.
Yeah.
I
all.
thought it was the Brad. What do they call it?
Bricky.
Bricky.
No, the guy's lucky he's on TV still.
Hey, don't make fun of Brad Maddox.
He's lucky he's still on TV.
No, after that incredible promo he got a couple weeks ago.
That was wonderful.
I loved it.
I blame Cole for that because he buried Brad
Well,
Maddox.
Cole was being told what to say by Vince, though.
Yeah.
But
and
that was
Maddox
that was
wasn't
amazing.
helping himself at all.
I loved
mean,
it.
he wasn't.
It was amazing.
He wasn't.
My all-time favorite promo.
We still got Fandango still to come. Next we get the Great Khali and Santino Marella versus Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes.
My brain accidentally toned this match out.
Oh, because you saw Little Hornswoggle, correct?
Because I saw Hornswoggle run down the ramp, and my brain just went.
I only pay attention to Natalia. It's the only reason Kali's even relevant.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then I saw the last thing I remember seeing before, you know.
Oh, the Hornswoggle do the.
As my brain was reforming, I do remember seeing Damien Sandow pin Santino Marella. Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that was it.
That was good. That's it.
That's
Moving
it.
on.
Match.
This served no purpose.
Sandow, I liked the promo they cut.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. But match sucked. Next, we get to the Fandango segment.
All right, now. Anyone who listens to this show knows that I've supported Fandango from the beginning. I have. Nobody cares. So when this whole Fandango, no, everybody cares because I'm one of the very few in the world who loved him from the beginning.
That's fine. I'm saying I'm still.
I loved the whole thing that the crowd did last week.
Yeah,
amazing.
that was the crowd.
Phenomenal.
It was it. It was
Yeah,
the crowd.
it was the crowd came out and they maybe gave Fandango some momentum. Let's say, okay, because he had just beaten Chris Jericho. You know, he had inexplicably got this reaction from the crowd. I don't know where it came from.
Bunch of drunk English fans.
It could be, for all I know. They got him up to number 2 on the iTunes chart list.
Yeah, which means next week he'll be great when they have him on the show.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do when you bring him back to the States?
The same thing that happened last night. Which is what you
was,
don't get half the crowd reaction that you did the week before.
That was
and
depressing.
we talked about this. I told you by next week the crowd will have been forgotten. It'll just and it's not that the crowd was bad this week. It's just that it went back to the regular Raw crowd. That's all it is.
And they forced it.
Here's what they did. When you have this sort of phenomenon going on, you let it play out. You don't do anything, you just continue what you're doing, because Fandango didn't do anything to get that reaction. He was just doing what he always does. And the crowd had this, phenomenal response to it, and it carried out all week.
It did.
Then the WWE decides, hey, let's milk this for everything it's worth.
Yeah, it's a company.
And they might have just destroyed the momentum that he had.
Yeah, it's a company. Why is this a surprise? It's the same reason Cena's been forced down our throats forever now.
Exactly, because it's
milk.
like
Cow.
they took
Cash cow, that's it. Milk
First of all,
cash cow.
Yeah.
I was already a little worried when King was introducing him. I didn't think it was necessary.
No, remember, he did say his name right, though.
He did, but I still don't see what the purpose was.
No, there's no purpose for it.
And for a second, I also got a little scared that it was going to be yet another feud with Jerry Lawler, where he gets involved. But thankfully, he did the smart thing. He left the ring. All right. Then the part that basically killed me. Fandango actually mentioned Fandango.
Yeah, I know. Killed
You don't
everything.
do that. Have him oblivious to everything. Yeah. Have him oblivious to, or ignoring what's going on in the crowd. Have him just completely disregard that. Let's say have him say that he's above that. He doesn't care about what they're doing, and the fans will keep playing into it. But he just kept going and going, and obviously this is something that WWE Creative wanted.
Now,
they wanted to capitalize, and now I'm telling you, it could be the end unless the English crowd saves him.
Should I get another burial
and
thing
you're
ready?
No, it's going to be the English crowd. It's going to go ridiculous for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
London. They're always ridiculous
when
for
he comes
wrestling.
back to the States.
It couldn't have come at a better time.
No, it's great
Because,
because you're
again,
right between Mania and everything. But
Yeah.
like I said, when they come back next week,
It's
or
gonna be
2
dead.
weeks, it's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my problem, like, he forced everything, and I'm like, I don't like the character. I'm not a fan of it. But
I don't mind the character. I don't care for his wrestling. Or anything. The character itself, it's a fun gimmick, man. I
It's
remember
in the-
Disco Inferno.
Disco baby.
Like, why not? It's okay.
And Alex Wright. Can't forget about him. Everyone forgets about it. There was another dancing guy. It was Alex Wright. He danced. He did his moves.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had nothing on Disco Inferno though.
No, Disco
Disco
Inferno.
only did this.
Because he was
And
Disco
exactly,
Inferno.
that's all he needed to do.
That's all. You just need
all
to
he
look
did
like
was
John
disco.
Travolta from Saturday Night Fever. It's okay.
At least
all it
Alex
was.
Wright was moving in the ring. You know,
And that
he-
was still what? Saturday Night Fever was 1970 something.
Exactly.
we may
Disco
get-
Inferno was in the
we may-
90s.
We
Exactly.
may get that from a new NXT, new diva from NXT.
What? Say that
Well,
again?
do you watch NXT?
Oh, I do.
US.
Yeah.
You do,
Yeah, I love NXT.
Emma.
Yeah.
Yes, that's amazing.
No, if you're
Amazing.
gonna bring up anyone
Oh,
from
it's
NXT, Paige,
Of course.
she'll kill the crowd. The crowd will love her, eat her up. I mean,
Well-
she's great. Her promos aren't bad. Hell, stick her with Barrett. Introduce
no,
her as
I was-
Barrett's
I was-
valet.
Sheamus, just
I-
both white, just come out. So
Yeah, the
that's
color
funny. That'd
contrast
be
on that would
hilarious.
be really funny.
I was thinking more of the Shield.
That would be fun as
she
well
is the
because she's
anti-diva.
anti-diva. Yeah,
So
exactly.
It makes sense, and also Red Castellano is the group.
Oh no, could work. I don't know. I mean, I guess, right?
Because I keep hearing they're gonna add one more person to the group.
If they're
Yeah.
going to add anyone, add a female. Have it be Paige. Have her start taking out the divas. They have no divas that can. What? We have Natalia, who I can't remember the last time she's actually had a match.
Yeah.
Except for what? I think one on main event or
Yeah.
NXT like 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
it was like Alicia Fox, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
boy.
a tag match against Alicia Fox.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, can't wait to tell you. Aunt knows about this. I was standing online to meet, I think it was Brad Maddox and Vicky, and there's this little girl who got her title signed,
Right.
and Ashley saw I'm not paying attention, and I'm like, oh, after I met Brad and Vicky, I'm like, oh, what did the title say? And on Alicia Fox wrote, "Beauty will get you somewhere in life."
Yeah, that sums up how she has a career.
How do you say that to a 10-year-old girl?
Yeah, society says it anyway.
I don't get it.
Simple. It's society.
Are you looking up main event?
Main event? No,
I kind of figured when the last time Natalia actually wrestled.
no, I believe that was the last time.
Yeah, it was like a main event or an NXT match. It wasn't even that long. Matter of fact, I think it was NXT with Caitlyn, and I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
Although I think those are recorded in
Well,
advance.
yeah, I know they're recorded
Yeah.
in sets. I think it came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
was
you're
when it
right.
aired.
Which I saw NXT live with the access and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
It's really fun. There's a crowd. You get more of the crowd into it. They pretty much can do anything. I was actually interacting with the wrestlers,
Oh yeah.
so it's kind of cool.
The NXT show itself is cool.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
is.
I
It is.
don't. They took what Impact could do if TNA could get their shit together, and that's what NXT is. It's a stationary location, and yet the crowd is awesome, and they do it in one set
Yep.
taping.
Yeah.
They don't drag it out like TNA does, where when they did the block recordings and the crowd is dead. 3 weeks later, you're
I
like,
have seen that, yeah.
hey,
And-
look, it's the guy in the same shirt.
And I'm gonna say this right off the bat because if I don't, someone's gonna say something about it. I don't watch NXT regularly,
No, I do. I watch it every
You know,
week.
but I've seen what it is, and it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple matches here or there. It's cool. I want to see Castellano versus Regal.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Well, did you see when Ambrose was taking on Regal down in NXT?
I heard about it. I didn't get to see
that
it.
was a great feud, man.
I didn't get to see it.
That was excellent.
Next, back to Raw. We'll get next is Swagger versus Ziggler. Cena cuts a promo
Uh-huh.
and pretty much says, "Come find me, right back."
Right.
That's not shocking.
Back to the match.
Yeah.
It's interesting what you said. When was the last time we had a heel versus heel match? And this actually was that.
It was.
We had a heel versus heel match. Swagger versus Ziggler. Obviously, Ziggler being closer to being a face than Swagger is, I
Oh,
guess.
I know.
Yeah.
But still, the crowd had an interesting reaction to this in that
But this is
they
what-
only reacted to spots. They didn't react to, boo, yay, or whatever.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, but
just,
that's
impact
typical
things.
crowd at this point.
Yeah, because at this point, this crowd is thrown off. Since they're the face crowd, they really don't know who to cheer for here.
I understand that, but as you're saying about either Ziggler being a face or a heel, the Smarks are going to root for Ziggler.
Mhm.
The fans are going to boo Swagger. I think you have just the normal wrestling fans not caring who to, that's how like fans are now.
Mhm.
It's either you know who the Smarks are, they're going to root for Ziggler. Perfect. They're going to root for Ziggler because that's their guy. Regular fan, like me, I'm rooting for Swagger because I like the gimmick right now.
Mhm.
It's perfect. It works. I also like Ziggler at the same time.
But I'm
Same
not
time.
necessarily talking about Smarks or whatever. I'm talking about the general fans.
Oh, general fans.
General
suck.
fans. The kids. I mean, who would they root for? Why do general fans suck?
Because they don't know anything.
They don't know anything.
No,
That's
you know
all.
what?
And the
They
product-
maybe they actually enjoy the product more because they don't look into it like we do.
No,
and
it
I
has
can't
nothing-
fault them for that.
No, it has nothing to do with whether or not you look into it.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit if you do or not.
Okay.
It makes no difference. But the product itself doesn't do a good job of making anyone compelling enough where you actually have a vested interest regardless.
Okay.
Where you could throw a heel and a heel together and still it'd be a great match and the fans would still be into it because, someone's partial to Swagger
Yeah.
or Ziggler.
But they
don't
would
have
choose
that anymore,
the
and
lesser
product
of
doesn't
two
that
evils.
work.
Right. They would. I would imagine they
They would
do
choose the lesser, yeah,
of two evils.
But the
so at this
product
point,
isn't anywhere near clear enough defined for that.
Right.
And they just don't do a great job of having people get invested in the characters. The
no,
kids
well, I'm
get
not.
invested
I'm not
in
even
Cena.
arguing that point. You're absolutely right on that point. My view is I don't understand why the general fans suck. I mean, they're just watching the product for what it is.
Well, what do you
And
mean
they don't-
by
they don't-
What do you mean general fans by kid wise or general fans from say 14 to 18?
Let's say general fans from 14 to 18 to some people is still a kid atmosphere, the demographic, if you will.
See, that all matters.
But I'm
'cause-
talking about, let's say,
The
anybody
occasional
under 21. Let's say anyone under
Well, to
21.
me, if you're saying a general, obviously they're going to be either a Cena fan, because that's how normally they are. If they don't
Well,
know
not necessarily. They would choose between, let's say, Cena, Randy Orton, or Sheamus, or something like that. That's basically who the
Yeah.
general fans choose between.
which that's a problem for me. How come you can't
Well, why is that a problem?
promote other superstars?
Well, they're
For these-
promoting these
for the-
superstars.
for
Why
these-
why is it so bad for that? Why are these guys idiots? Because they decided, okay, I'm going to choose this superstar as my favorite. Because they could easily come out and say you're an idiot for supporting CM Punk.
Oh, of course.
And they would.
They
And-
would.
And they would.
Yeah.
So, why is anyone an idiot for having a different opinion on...
I don't know. I'm not saying everyone's an idiot. It's just what WWE should do is instead of marking your three faces all over the place.
Mhm.
How come I didn't see a Cesaro shirt when I went to WrestleMania? Huh?
Because he wasn't on Mania.
Who cares? You should still have a shirt.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people do care. They wanted Cesaro on WrestleMania.
That's all. That's all I'm saying is have people's shirts out. Who cares if they're not on the? Have their shirts out. Maybe some people are fans of that guy, or maybe once Fandango has a shirt out, people are gonna buy Fandango.
Why not
and
have
support him.
Cesaro? Why continue pushing these three superstars? You want to know why? Because it goes back to what you said. It's a business.
I know.
Yeah, but
So John Cena. Look, I'm sorry. Antonio Cesaro is never going to draw the way John Cena does.
Oh no, definitely. I'm not saying that. It's just, hey, I want to get a shirt, but why doesn't WWE have it? Oh, that's right, because I see Cena shirt, Sheamus shirt, Randy Orton shirt,
Hall of Famer shirts.
Hall of Famer shirts, a Bob Backlund Hall of Famer shirt. Are you
that's
kidding
awesome.
me?
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I love Bob Backlund.
It was
They
hilarious.
couldn't even get him off the fucking stage.
That was
But
great.
did that happen at WrestleMania?
Yeah, that was
what-
at Mania.
Okay, I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
see
yeah.
this.
When they brought him out, they just tried rolling up the carpet and everything. He just kept running back and forth.
Yeah, did we miss that?
Oh,
I
you guys
think-
didn't
I think
see
we
it?
did, I think
Oh
we
my! It was great, man. Security had to grab him and drag him off the stage.
Did he give any of them the crossface chicken wing?
No,
Oh, man.
not that I can see. I mean,
How did we
if
miss
he
that?
had, that'd be awesome.
well, probably. He was probably off to the side.
Did we go for food? Was that
No,
the PD?
our piss break was the Diddy.
the Diddy concert. That's when we got out.
We were there
Oh.
for the Hall of Fame.
And I sat there for the Diddy concert.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
What, 3 minutes of him stealing from the Notorious B.I.G.? Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Maybe he should learn how to, I don't know, produce his own music.
Hey, that would
do
be
something,
nice.
instead of riding his best friend's dead corpse like a what, 12, 13 years later, however long it's been.
Well, you don't have to hear that "I'm Coming Home" song anymore, right, Aunt?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, until I get on one of these jitney buses up here and they're playing. And do you know how many times I've heard that fucking one from last year? I still hear it
yeah.
on the Mexi buses.
Which one was last year?
Let's not get into that. I don't want to talk about it. It's just I don't want it in my head anymore.
What, last year's?
Damn it, John! Moving on.
What was last year's?
Yeah,
Jack
don't worry
Swagger
about it.
beat Dolph Ziggler,
What
and
was last year?
I texted this to you, and you got really angry about it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It was hilarious because what essentially.
Oh, don't put it on.
No, I just want to see what it was.
Goodness.
I just
Here we
want to
go. A
know.
waste of at least 2 minutes on this show.
Hey, watch it. You jerk.
It's like WWE
I'm not the
creator.
Oh,
jerk
Invincible
looking
by
at the
Machine Gun.
Ah. See, there you go.
Yeah, you happy
Oh,
now?
well, there's so many. You have the
Yeah.
Wild Ones
And
by
they all
Flo Rida.
suck.
Good Feeling. The Memory Remains by Metallica.
No,
There was
No, that was just for the Hell in a Cell
actual
match.
theme song for Mania was the
I think it was the Flow Riders.
Was it
yeah,
the
I
Flo
think
Rida?
it was the
Oh,
Flow
okay.
Riders song.
Okay. Now I know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, back to Swagger and Dolph.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I think I'll edit this part out.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Stop.
Why? Why do you do this?
Really? No one likes the fucking music WWE chooses. Alright? Now, you don't have to have it be all rock guys like it was in the 90s. I get it. Product's different. Music's different. Why the fuck are they scraping the bottom of the barrel for their musical acts?
Oh, I know.
Why? Pay the fucking royalties. How hard is it? Really, it's a little payment to go, here, we're going to use your song. Make the artist happy and make fans happy. Stop drilling Flow Rida and bullshit.
Man, good idea.
Or Machine Gun Kelly. I don't even know.
Well, I thought Heath Slater was going to feud with Flo Rida at one point. If you remember that thing.
Yeah, when they were going
I'm
back and
so
forth.
glad that was dropped.
Was
See,
it?
it would make me... The only rapper I want to see in the ring, I want to see Chris Brown take on CM Punk. That would make me happy.
I get
Anyways.
that.
That would be delightful.
I would love for things to get realer than they should be. That would be pretty. Did he blade? Oh goodness, no. He didn't blade at all.
No, Chris Brown would freaking not even look like Rihanna got beat.
Yeah.
True. Like I said, this match was okay. Awkward,
Strange finish.
strange finish.
I honestly thought that Del Rio would interrupt the match and not have either of these guys really win. But if I'm not mistaken, Swagger won without any interference by Zeb
Yeah,
Coulter,
no
right?
interference whatsoever.
All right.
But I get what I guess they want to make. I kept reading that they want to make Ziggler vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yeah.
It's whatever, you know.
Oh,
Well, his title run's gonna last long. I hope.
Yeah, me too.
I have hope it will. I don't think it will. The reality is I don't see that happening.
So I gave it till SummerSlam. What do you give it till?
SummerSlam's what now? 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess 4 or 5 months. Yeah,
For
that sounds about right.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, at the latest. Yeah,
You know, but
maybe give them 2 or 3 good feuds in there.
I'm hoping they kill Team Hell No, as we kept talking about, and Daniel Bryan feuds with him for the title.
That would be awesome.
And rehash Daniel Bryan, you know, because I don't get me wrong, I like what he's doing, but you know, to make him a serious contender,
Yeah,
make him serious.
You have to drop the yes no thing in order to make him serious about it. Yeah. And you can have the yes no every now and then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just not part, I guess, of the entrance or wearing a jacket.
Make him,
that says yes or no.
make him serious, you know.
yeah, I mean,
I love Daniel Bryan. I love him, but make him like serious. Make him like, oh, this guy is a fighting champ. If he wants the title, you know, make him fight for it.
Yeah,
Make him be the Daniel Bryan we know.
yeah, but see, I think that depends on, once again, what kind of fan you are. I mean, most people, I think, hopefully, granted this is America and most people are retarded in this country, but I think most people remember Daniel Bryan having the title and taking on Big
definitely.
Show and Mark
Yeah.
Henry. You don't even have to necessarily make him an overly serious character. You don't. They know the guy's championship material. Guy's
I know.
gold anyway. You stick him in anything.
Oh,
at this
exactly.
point. I mean, you really.
Good point. Good point. Also,
We apologize to our American viewers who are not retards.
Yes.
We
Oh, and I
know you're-
apologize
we
for
know you're-
using the R word. I don't want to
We know you're out
anybody.
there somewhere. We know you're out there somewhere. I am one of them. I am amazing. So
You were
Moving
fired
on.
yesterday.
hey, but like, shut up. You know what? Just shut up. You were the one who looked at that stupid song.
Coming home. Coming home.
Stop.
You're in your home, you
We're gonna
idiot.
take you out back and shoot you like Ziggler's career after
Yes.
Cena buries him.
Well, let's not hope that happens.
I'll push you off a stage in a wheelchair. I think that would be more satisfying.
Wait, that was Mae Young, right?
No,
No, it was
Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You fail again.
Didn't they?
Well,
they did that with
they did that with Mae
Mick
Young
Foley and Chainsaw Charlie.
Oh,
with the Road
dumpster.
Dogs.
Oh,
Or New Age Outlaws.
yeah, with the dumpsters. Yeah, oh, that was great. I love
Yeah,
that.
when he came out with the freaking Terry Funk barely
Yeah, right?
walking with the
Yeah.
chainsaw.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Terry Funk's in the dumpster shaking. I was like, ha, that's funny.
So Jack Swagger, he wins the match,
Yep.
and then is attacked by Alberto Del Rio.
Yep.
Um,
Puts him in a cross arm breaker, which I hate.
Yeah, that's.
but there was a variation to it. He did it with the stage,
He
using the
did.
stage too. It looked pretty cool.
And I like Zeb
so-
Coulter just not doing anything, just standing there.
No, well, I think Ricardo Rodriguez was fending him off with a
Yeah,
crutch.
with a crutch, you just can't grab the crutch.
Well, I don't know, man. Zeb Coulter isn't in the best of shape, so.
Dad, he grabbed the crutch from them
Yeah,
last
exactly,
week.
and he's got an injured foot.
Yeah, he,
Well,
that's how
Zeb Coulter grabbed it.
Yeah, well, that was last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
Was it?
When he
Yeah,
grabbed
something
it
like
and he
that.
beat Del Rio with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See?
No,
So
well,
what?
he beat Del Rio a few weeks ago, right before Mania, I think, right?
Okay, yeah, it might have been.
Something like that. So Ricardo Rodriguez is healed now. Well, almost healed.
Almost healed.
He's stronger.
Next,
Ricardo's more over than Del Rio.
He is.
I mean, really.
I know,
the
that's
only
sad.
reason Del Rio is even relevant is
Yeah.
because of Ricardo.
The way he became face was Del Rio saving Ricardo.
Yeah.
So go figure.
Yeah, that was well, WWE creative. There you go.
Mhm.
That's my answer.
Next, we get a promo from Punk and Paul Heyman. Different Punk, not really a generic heel promo.
Well, this is what I expected actually. I didn't expect him to come out and be a baby about it because I mean, again, is he really gonna just do the generic thing
Well,
again?
JBL made a comment. He did lose to the Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that
Well, for
was
him-
the match
for-
of the night.
Right. But for someone saying that he's the best in the world, it is a bad thing.
It is.
When you lose to two part-timers
That is true.
Yeah.
consecutively, so.
But I want to see where they go with this now, because they have options.
Mhm.
Like, okay, now they're gonna do the same route they did with Shawn Michaels, and he faces him again at 30, which I
Like-
kind of hope they don't.
Oh,
No,
I'm just tired of these.
I don't think they'll do the double
I hope
back
not.
to back. Yeah, that's my hope is that they don't. I'd rather.
I already think it's a shame that Triple H has 3 matches against The Undertaker on WrestleMania.
Yeah, it doesn't make
You
that.
know?
I mean, honestly.
What do you
when
mean?
look-
It's 2.
Yeah, just WWE creative. Don't remember.
Don't remember.
Yeah,
Yes.
gotta get the little dream imagery going on there from TV.
Ooh, don't remember.
I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference in the long run, and you don't have the roster where anyone could really be a contender. What you have: Cena, Punk. Who else? Daniel Bryan, maybe if they gave him a good run.
I didn't realize they have like no one for the WWE title except Ryback right now.
Yeah, they have no, and they.
It's just
like,
that
twice-
everyone's been beaten already.
Yeah, they haven't.
everyone's-
They haven't bothered taking
Yeah.
the time. You have, what is it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 7.5 hours worth of programming a week.
Yeah. I
8
mean,
hours.
if you look at it like this, all the heels have already been beaten by Cena.
Yeah.
All the faces have been already beaten by Punk. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and even if you swap them around, it's not going to make that much of
Yeah.
a difference.
And I've seen enough of Cena and CM Punk. Even though I love their matches, I've seen enough. Like I want something new. I want something fresh.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen. I mean, the best thing they got right now, you got the Shield, probably taking maybe one of the mid-card titles and tag titles.
Mhm.
That'll make them a real, true, credible threat. Who else do you have? For really, that's
Well, that's
incredible.
That's like saying a tag division has people and it doesn't.
No, the tag division, I was happy when they, started putting the teams together. Granted, it's slapdash and bullshit.
Yeah.
But I like tag team wrestling. Always have.
Oh, it is. I love
But-
it too.
At this point, it's a joke.
It
I
is.
mean, you have hell no. Primetime players and
Rhodes Scholars.
Rhodes Scholars, right? And that's and tons of funk.
Tons of fun. Funk is on a roll.
Hey! Don't make fun of Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea's the man.
He is.
Shovel. Doing shovel.
Poor guy got brought back to be a monster, and now he's a comedy gimmick. Christ, should let him put his piercings back in.
What a great cute
What
career.
happened? He went up against Cena. Burial.
He was done anyway. The crowds never got into him. Anything associated.
Well, they called him A-Train at one point.
Yeah,
I think
the
that was
smart
it,
fans.
and that was in New Jersey.
Yeah, the smart fans did, but. I mean, how many people really remember Albert or any? I mean, not that many. Smart fans will, maybe long-time wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Even a long-time general fan will.
Oh,
Other
of
than
course.
that, I mean...
Who is this guy? Oh, he used to be
I've
in the
seen
company.
that guy before.
Yeah.
He shaved.
I mean, really, you might as well have just brought the guy back out in his piercings and shit and let him start trying to Prince Albert people.
Yeah, that's what they should have done. But now
Yeah.
he's a dancing fool with the Funkadactyls and
If I remember properly, when I saw them, I think it was last week, freaking Fat Boy's doing the China Japanese symbols now too on his face.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He is. So basically,
The worst part of your gimmick you couldn't get over is that a white guy from Japan. So now you make your dancing fat
dinosaur.
dinosaur. I was trying to think of the purple one from back in
Barney.
the day. Barney. You got your dancing Barney on TV, and now he's Chinese character too?
Yep.
What the hell is this?
oh, Barney. Don't be
The
shocked.
divas are better. Give me Cameron and Naomi. I'd rather watch them go at it.
They're. I actually met them. They're very nice. Except
I'm
for
sure.
one of them. One of them was
Apparently, Naomi is not nice.
she a bitch.
Was she the idiot that thought her favorite match was?
No, that's the other one.
That's the other one.
Oh.
That's it. But someone did ask a question. I was talking to one of the people a fan that met her, and like, were you serious about that? She's like, oh yeah. I was like, wow, she was actually serious. That's sad.
Well, she's admitting it. I mean, she could have said no. I was just joking.
Next we get a backstage segment with Booker T and Teddy Long. Booker T, true. I think this is coming to a heel
I
turn.
like this. Putting Teddy in his place.
Oh no! Here we go again. Another fight for the GM.
Yes.
another.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Ridiculous. I don't know.
Another team battle. 6-man tag elimination tag match.
I don't. Yeah. Well,
Teddy-
it's Teddy Long.
It's gonna be a-
Obviously, there's a tag.
It's gonna be a
match.
20-man tag match. Get all the mid-carders and the low cards and put them all in one match for the GM.
It's about time Teddy Long put his money where his mouth is and put himself in the tag match.
Holla, holla, holla.
No, the only way they could possibly make me interested in that is if Teddy recruited quote unquote outside people for his tag match to support him, because he would need to build up something to obviously help him take it back from Booker T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Booker T can still get in the ring and still go,
Mhm.
and Teddy Long is, well,
Yeah. Well,
Teddy Long.
expert heart attack.
Yeah. Doing heart attacks before Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
Ooh. Ouch. Which, you know what? I do want to get one quick on the commentary team. Just get Jerry Lawler out of there, please. It's sickening now.
Well,
I barely even
was,
listen to the commentary
was-
at this point.
I was almost thinking that until the next match.
Oh, Nikki Bella versus Caitlyn.
The main event of
Oh,
WWE
what- yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Puppies!
hope you guys caught this. Jerry Lawler doesn't seem to do the puppies thing that much anymore, but he did refer to a certain part of Nikki's anatomy after the match.
You mean that's been naturally enhanced?
Yes, that grew
Naturally.
that blossomed on its own.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Only in your 30s. It's okay to
It's
go
okay.
up like 4
Yes.
cup sizes.
That's fine.
So
I do love the fact they pulled it off with Twin Magic though.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
know.
so obvious just even watching the
That-
entrance.
that's-
You're like,
that's what they said. That's what they referred to.
there's a great difference in breast size
Yes.
here. I
See,
mean,
the funny thing was this match was okay.
It was.
For what
No,
it-
yeah, it
for
wasn't
what it
bad.
was, it was okay. It was certainly better than the Divas matches of a few years ago.
A few years
You
ago,
mean
we're going back
recently.
that long.
Well, yeah, okay, recent. But the Twin Magic part. I was
Wait a minute, something. You're not that person.
since the Bella Twins have been back. I said to myself, all right, they can't possibly try to pull twin magic
right?
because it's not going to work. But they did it. The ref somehow didn't notice.
Duh.
It's a big. I know I would have noticed the difference.
Well, this is what I said. Half of America's retarded. That's obviously where the ref
Yeah,
is.
that's
I mean,
where the ref was.
And then, well, the refs are. That's obviously the section of America where WWE recruits their refs.
oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
And then King says something to. Oh, what did he say? That one twin's. You want to be the bigger twin or something.
Yeah.
And then he starts cracking up, and the other two commentators really don't know what to say. But then Michael Cole says something along those lines too, and I'm just sitting there, I can't believe they referenced it. But
Yes, they did.
I'm glad they did
So,
because they can't ignore it. It's such a big difference.
no,
It
they
is.
can. I mean, trust me. If they could, if they really, really believed people were that stupid,
Yeah.
they would.
I'm just glad they didn't. I'm just really glad I
Yeah,
enjoyed
but now
this.
if the commentators realized it, right,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna comment on it,
Uh-huh.
that's one thing. To have them still pulling it off then in the match
Uh-huh.
makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You made your commentators point it out to anyone that's stupid enough to not have
Mhm.
seen the large difference.
Yeah.
But you can't have them keep pulling twin magic then.
No.
Then they have to
No,
get
they
caught
can't do
and it
that.
has to be stopped. It doesn't make sense to book it that way.
No, you're right. It doesn't
Exactly.
make sense at all.
No.
Yeah.
But Nikki Bella got the win.
Yeah, she did.
I guess.
Yippee!
I guess. Title shot.
Title shot.
Ugh.
uh, yeah, wow. I just realized how big they were yesterday. I was like, wow.
You
can
just
tell them.
noticed.
Really? You didn't notice in the Christmas photo with John Cena in his ring
Well,
gear still?
I don't really look, like I said, I don't really look at pictures of them online, but I saw one recent where, like, wow, you can actually tell they're humongous.
Oh no, you can
And
tell.
yesterday and last night when I saw her come out, I was like, wow, you have problems.
Oh no, you have to pull up this photo then if you haven't seen it. It was a Christmas photo of the Bellas and I think their father
Yeah.
with each of their respective boyfriends, which is John Cena
Yeah,
and
and
Daniel
Daniel
Bryan.
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan all dressed up, looking good. Bella's dressed up, looking good.
And John Cena. in
Variety of difference, and John Cena
in
in
his
ring
wrestling
gear.
Yes. That's
His
what I love.
ring gear?
He's
Yep,
in his
shorts
ring
and a
Oh
t-shirt.
my god. Cena?
No, wait. He's being who he really is. I told you this wasn't just a character.
No, he's turning into Hogan, and his character has just become him. There's
Yes.
a
Of
great
course.
variety of difference.
No, he's the Hogan of this era, and there's
Well,
nothing
back
we can
to
do
what
Great,
about
so
it.
in
what we were
20
talking
years we
about,
can
though.
expect a John Cena sex tape then.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
Well, we were. Well, what the point of the picture before we got to that was that it's so obvious in that picture.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
very obvious.
I
But,
feel like WWE's almost tried and failed at trying to hide the big difference via camera angles. And
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Camera angles.
But
They're gonna
they
try
just-
the up top view next. We'll
Yeah.
go to the side. We'll go to the other side. We'll draw the front. We'll just show their heads. They'll try, that's what's now. They're just gonna show like their like heads coming out, and then
Oh, look, and they won by twin magic again.
yes,
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't even see the match. It was
yeah,
just facial features the entire time. Yeah, I can see them doing that.
Yeah, just not to focus on the boobies. You know?
No, God
What
forbid
can you
you
do?
reference female anatomy.
Yeah.
No, that's bad.
I guess that would take it up to a
'Cause-
PG-13, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
because JBL even said he was doing. I think. I forgot what the show was. It was on. It was on Fox News. JBL and John Cena were on it, and JBL said, "Oh, it's a PG-13 show," and John Cena went, "Oh, wait a minute, it's PG." I'm like, Cena, you're a dick.
Hey, he's just telling the truth.
You know, if Cena could, I'm sure he would take it back to a G. Alright, I could probably expect Simba to go running around. Alright, might as well be a fucking Disney
I just
movie.
want. If John Cena has a son, I want him to take the son, go on the top turnbuckle, and just show him, hold him up to the crowd. That's
Why,
what I
so the
want.
kid can get booed too? Started
Yes,
early
yes.
in life?
Started early in life. Well,
Right, he can do the Nick Cage thing and name his son Kal-El too. Right,
Yes.
we'll just start the Superman references even
Oh
more.
man. Next we get speaking of so Batman, here it comes. Superman.
Superman,
Batman.
get your damn superhero.
Yeah,
Sorry.
seriously.
Superman comes out and Ryback's the kryptonite. So
Which was funny.
it was.
Walking
I
kryptonite.
like that reference because it pretty much said everything what Smart say about Cena. He's Superman. He designs new shirts. he pretty much said everything what a fanboy says in that promo,
Oh yeah.
which I caught. I was surprised he called Cena Superman because no one really says that except Smarks or any fanboy from the WWE.
No, the Shield called him on it too.
Did
didn't they? Pretty sure they did when he
Yeah,
was.
they called John Cena a superhero.
Yeah, I don't think they
Part of the
explicitly
superhero squad,
did
yeah.
the Superman
Okay.
Kryptonite reference, but yeah, they called him a
Ryback
superhero. Yeah.
But Cena pretty much challenges him to a fight, and Ryback walks off for some odd mysterious reason.
Because
There's something we got to reference. Somebody in the WWE control room botched.
Oh yeah, I saw
And
that.
botched
I saw
big.
that, and botched great.
They blew it. So I can almost hear Vince McMahon saying,
You're fired.
to somebody in the control room. Because while Cena and Ryback were talking, we got a quick, unintended glimpse of Seth Rollins
drinking water.
getting ready to, go down the
yeah,
steps.
yeah.
So
Oops.
at this point, everybody knew. And even while they kept talking, even Jerry Lawler said, "Did you see what I just saw?" Very quietly.
Yeah.
But that was like even a few minutes after we saw it. And when they came out, Jerry Lawler was actually laughing and said, "I knew that's what I saw."
Yeah.
I mean, come on, what can you do? You just blew it.
Jerry Lawler's going senile anyway.
He's
It's
going
okay.
nuts. He's just there
To put faces over.
to put faces over.
Oh yeah, I mean they're all divided.
Except for JBL.
It's just funny what.
Who's the true heel.
Oh no, absolutely. Which
I
is
love
fine.
JBL.
Look, there's nothing they could have done with Cole. I mean, you couldn't have him go back to being a heel after the heart attack. And frankly, I really don't want him being the ultimate baby
Yeah, I
face.
know. I get you.
I mean, and it's a nice to have kind of the middle, and I'm enjoying the 3-man team, even though it's depressing not to, have it like the old days.
No, that's true. Pretty much Shield comes in. At this point, my DVR turned off, but I knew what happened. I just guessed it. Shield comes in, beats up Cena. Ryback watches, and that's it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the crowd, though, was at the end of that. Did you catch them chanting, one more time?
I did.
Yes, I caught that.
I caught
And they
that.
did that
Okay.
for Lesnar, too.
Yeah.
They did that for Lesnar. So that ends Raw with Ryback walking off on stage. They do the triple powerbomb to Cena. And so I guess Cena gets laid out by the Shield. That's pretty much it. And that pretty much ends Raw. So I thought the Raw sucked.
Yeah, it was an eh.
It was
At
an eh.
best, yeah. I mean, really,
mean-
it might as well have been a throwaway show.
Yeah.
Best match was Cesaro and Kofi Kingston
Yeah.
by a mile. Next would be Ziggler versus Swagger. And everything else was just eh.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
all-
the Ryback promo was good. Also, what other promo? And the Paul Heyman promo was okay.
Yeah, but this is the issue with WWE. They have been doing great promos. Fantastic. Your matches suck.
I know.
And you're giving them, what, 3
5
minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
What the hell are you
Doesn't
doing?
Well,
any time
Cesaro,
to work.
the Cesaro match went for like 10-15 minutes.
No, some do. The later they
Yeah.
go, yeah. But otherwise, what, if you put it all together, I think it works out to about an hour of wrestling in a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you're
About,
lucky.
yeah.
You're definitely right. Yeah, it was just like I said. Okay, Raw. That's pretty much it. And the Fandango thing, I think, is it's gonna be alive.
I would give it like a mediocre rating.
Yeah, that's what a mediocre
yeah.
Raw.
That's all it was, right?
Yeah.
Very, like I said, from what the Raw was last week to this,
Mhm.
I knew, like I said, we called the crowd not being alive as well as New Jersey,
Right.
and the Fandango thing will carry through England, but when it comes back, it's gonna be dead.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, also, just quick, Punk will not be at the live events. Taker will be wrestling in England. And if you guys know when The Undertaker last wrestled on Raw,
We will definitely look it up.
look it up, comment, because I have no idea. I have no idea. I want to find out.
I want to say it was before he took on Shawn Michaels. The first time,
Yeah, it's got to be.
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Because I know it wasn't with Triple H, and it was none this year. That's 3 years.
Yep. And
4, so yeah.
Wow, it's been a while. Rock pulled from all his appearances, from
Yeah.
all the what movie's coming out? The
Hercules? Oh, Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain. He pulled himself from
Pain and Gain featuring Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. That's
Kurt Angle is the main attraction.
Kurt Angle
for me.
is the main attraction in that show, not Mark in the movie, not Mark Wahlberg, not The Rock. Kurt Angle.
No. I'm sorry. It's all about Tony Shalhoub, man. I'm sorry. I'm a Monk fan.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And also New
The
Jack.
fact they're all murderers and it's a Hollywood movie.
I know,
It's
it's
a
about
comedy.
them too.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Quick indie news: New Jack retired. You know who New Jack
Yeah,
is?
obviously I know who New Jack is.
He doesn't know who New Jack was.
Really? Do you not listen to The Art of Wrestling? Colt Cabana did a great interview.
I'm trying to
with him.
remember, because
He was in
I was
ECW.
joking around with
Yeah.
Oh!
He's a crazy black guy. He
crazy
stabbed the
black
guy in the ring when he was all
Yeah.
coked out.
I know who you're talking about.
That guy.
Oh, that's too bad.
Let's do it. And he retired against the Necro Butcher. So
Okay.
Oh. Now, see, that's a match I would have to go find now.
Yeah.
so bye bye to New Jack. He had I want to say great okay career.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
love how
bad.
you were about to say great,
Great,
and you just stopped.
Okay
and said,
career.
No. He. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on how you, define a great career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's,
he
That's all a
has
matter of
tons of
perspective, yeah.
fans. He's done it for years.
he has.
It's the same name, same
Was he ever
gimmick.
like a marquee champion though?
Has he ever an ECW champ?
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't think so. He might have.
Oh wow, that's a dangerous scar on his head.
Yeah, well, that comes
Let's
with.
see.
Years
he
and years
does.
of hardcore matches.
ECW World Tag Team Champion. That's about it.
Okay.
So New Jack, okay career. I mean, all he did was hardcore stuff, but
Yeah, but so what? It's still what appeals to a segment to the wrestling base.
no, definitely.
I mean, I enjoy Necro Butcher. Granted, I know Necro can actually go in the ring,
Oh, he can.
but he does hardcore matches.
He definitely can. Not much other news to report. So, like I said, mediocre Raw. TJ, any final say on your Raw thoughts?
Ugh, no. WWE needs to get their shit together.
They do. And we, like I said, we forgot to bring up the Mark Henry thing. Ridiculous. Even though we brought up.
No, that's a perfectly legitimate way to start a feud. Because maybe Mark Henry was trying to get to his locker room and Sheamus was in the way.
Just explain that to me. It's the locker room.
That's a perfectly legitimate storyline in WWE's minds.
I hate
No,
you.
it is, because you know what they'll do? They'll pump out a little backstage freaking thing on their app or something and go, look, this is what happened. He peed in the same urinal
Exactly.
as Mark Henry or
Or
something.
he
He
peed-
crossed his stream.
Right, or what he could have done was that thing where there's tons of urinals. Sheamus is. Mark
went and
Henry's
stood right next
he stood
to
right
him,
next to him,
right.
took the urinal right next to him. That'd be a totally legitimate feud.
Yeah, and it's something WWE would do, granted, but it makes no sense.
Exactly.
It is, but that's where I was gonna wrap for
All right.
today. Yeah, final mediocre Raw. That's all I have to say. Hey, your final thoughts, Ant-Man?
Hey, it was a breath of fresh air to not see The Miz on Monday Night Raw.
Can't hate on the Miz, man.
Wow.
Really.
What?
Hell, my girlfriend even knows who he is, and she remembers him from the fucking
The
real world.
Ah.
So she has an attachment to him.
I get
Gosh.
you. I get you. Yeah, Miz, go home. Go back to the real world. But,
No, leave the Miz alone. He's a future Hall
no,
of Famer.
stop it.
Keep him on the
No,
pre-show of
he
every
is.
WrestleMania.
Stop
The
it.
Miz is a
Stop it.
future Hall of Famer.
Unfortunately,
if he
I
can
think
ever
you're
learn
right.
how to lock in the figure four.
No,
That's
unfortunately,
the
I
key.
think you're right, though. I think at this point he could be a Hall of Famer.
I mean, the
Oh,
guy is
unfortunately.
gold on the mic. He really is. The guy's good on the mic, not bad in the ring, and he's improved over the years. He's still rather young.
He is, but I want him to go home.
Yep.
If everyone takes their ball and go home, we're left with John Cena, Sheamus, and Orton.
I know.
Yes, triple
I
threat.
know.
The ultimate triple threat.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks.
God.
What?
And-
The Shield will put them down too.
Again.
You know.
That's gonna do it. TJ, I hope you.
Yeah, I'd love
Hope
to
to
come
have you
back.
on more often. More people, like I said, more people are being on the show. I love it. So more of TJ, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm John.
This is Ant.
TJ.
Later.